What if an object or even a piece of information could exist without ever being created? Today on Mind Stretch, we're diving into the bizarre world of the Bootstrap Paradox. It's a time travel puzzle that challenges our understanding of cause and effect and asks the mind-bending question, can an object create itself? The Bootstrap Paradox is a theoretical situation in time travel where an object or piece of information exists without ever being created. In essence, the object travels back in time and becomes the cause of its own existence. Imagine this. A time traveler goes back in time and gives Beethoven a piece of music that's actually one of his own compositions. Beethoven copies it down, claims it as his own, and the music is passed down through history until one day, the time traveler hears it and decides to take it back in time to give it to Beethoven. The paradox is, who composed the music originally? The Bootstrap Paradox challenges one of the most fundamental concepts in our understanding of the universe: cause and effect. Typically, an event causes something to happen, but in the Bootstrap Paradox, there's no clear starting point, no original cause. The object or information seems to exist in a loop with no origin. This raises a profound question. Can something truly exist if it was never created in the first place? In a traditional sense, causality works like a chain. One event leads to another. But with the Bootstrap Paradox, the chain forms a loop. The effect becomes its own cause, creating a strange, self-sustaining cycle. You might be wondering where the name Bootstrap Paradox comes from. It's actually a metaphor derived from the idea of pulling yourself up by your own bootstraps, which means achieving something impossible without any external help. In the case of the Bootstrap Paradox, the object or information seems to create itself, defying the natural order of needing a cause to exist. In the same way you can't literally pull yourself up by your own bootstraps, you shouldn't be able to have something exist without an origin. But the Bootstrap Paradox suggests otherwise. Although the Bootstrap Paradox is often associated with science fiction, it's a concept that appears in many real-world thought experiments and stories. For example, imagine a time traveler who goes back in time with a textbook on quantum mechanics and gives it to a young student. That student grows up, makes groundbreaking discoveries, and writes the exact same textbook, which is then handed down through time until it eventually ends up in the hands of the original time traveler. Where did the knowledge in the textbook come from? This paradox shows up in many fictional works as well. For instance, in Doctor Who, the Doctor gives Beethoven sheet music, but it's the same music that Beethoven supposedly composed. Or in Tenet, objects travel backward in time, making you question whether they were ever truly created. The Bootstrap Paradox also applies to knowledge. What if you traveled back in time and gave yourself information that you will later give to your past self? This creates a loop of knowledge with no clear origin. You didn't create the knowledge. You simply received it from your future self, who received it from their past self. This kind of paradox blurs the line between creator and receiver. If there is no original source of the knowledge, then how can it exist at all? It's a philosophical riddle that challenges our understanding of both time and reality. Strangely enough, quantum mechanics might offer insights into the Bootstrap Paradox. In the quantum world, particles can exist in superpositions, being in multiple states at once. Some physicists speculate that time loops, like the Bootstrap Paradox, could be a result of the bizarre rules governing quantum particles. Could time loops and self-sustaining objects exist in the quantum realm, where normal laws of physics don't apply? While we don't have solid evidence to prove that the Bootstrap Paradox occurs in our universe, the study of quantum mechanics opens the door to mind-bending possibilities where time may not behave in the way we think. The Bootstrap Paradox raises deep philosophical questions about existence, causality, and the nature of time. If an object can exist without an origin, does it undermine our concept of reality? Does causality even matter in a universe where effects can become their own causes? Philosophers have long debated these ideas, questioning whether time travel could rewrite the rules of our universe and whether reality as we know it is just a construct of our limited understanding. In a sense, the Bootstrap Paradox confronts us with the possibility that time and causality are not as rigid as we believe. If objects and information can exist in loops, what does that mean for free will, responsibility, or even the concept of history? So, can an object create itself? The Bootstrap Paradox suggests it's possible, at least in the realm of time travel. But whether this could happen in our universe remains an open question. What we do know is that this paradox challenges the boundaries of causality and forces us to rethink how we understand the flow of time. Thanks for joining us on this time-bending journey. What do you think? Is it possible for something to create itself? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more mind-stretching content on Mind Stretch.